All right, today we're diving into something that sounds a bit sci-fi, but is happening right now. It's called social financial identity, and it could totally reshape our online world. We're going to look at it through the lens of a platform that's actually building it, Quack.Space.
Okay, let's just jump right in with a big question. What if your online reputation wasn't just about follower counts and likes? What if it had real, provable financial backing? Actual skin in the game. Think about that for a second. What would that even look like?
So, to really get why this is such a big deal, you have to look at the massive crack in the foundation of social media as we know it. There's this huge gap, right? Your social life, all your influence, your reputation lives in one world. And your financial life, well, that's in a completely different universe. They don't talk to each other at all.
And this is where social financial identity steps in. It's the bridge. The whole idea is to finally connect those two separate worlds, to basically fuse them together into one single, cohesive digital you. So, what are we actually talking about here? In simple terms, it's the idea of taking your social life, your friends, your posts, your rep, and creating an unbreakable, cryptographic link to your financial life on a blockchain. This means when you say you're a big supporter of a project, it's not just talk. It's a provable fact that anyone can verify. Yeah, and this comparison really hits the nail on the head. We're talking about a massive shift. We're leaving behind the world of, vanity metrics, likes, followers, all that stuff that can be easily faked. And we're moving toward a world where your status is backed by something real, something objective. All of a sudden, your influence has actual, tangible weight to it. Okay, but how does this actually work? How in the world do you build a secure bridge between the, let's be honest, total chaos of social media and the super strict world of finance? Well, it turns out it takes some pretty clever tech. It really boils down to 3 key steps. First, you've got your social handle, which uses something called the ATProtocol. The best way to think about it is like a universal passport for your online identity. It's yours and you can take it with you anywhere. Then, step 2, you have your Radix wallet. This is where your financial assets live, totally secure on a public ledger. But the real magic, the secret sauce, is step 3. It's a cryptographic link that basically chains your social passport to your financial wallet. And that bond, it's unbreakable and totally provable. All right, so that's the techie part, the how it works. But the real question is, so what? What can you actually do with this? And this, my friends, is where it gets really, really cool. Because this new kind of identity gives you what I can only describe as digital superpowers. Superpower number 1 is all about taming the beast. Let's face it, social media is a fire hose of noise, just constant noise. Well, this gives you a machete to cut right through all that jungle and carve out a space that's actually meaningful to you. So picture this. You open your feed and instead of a random mess, you only see posts about the tokens and projects that you actually hold in your wallet. It's possible because the system can see your verified holdings. You're literally turning that chaotic timeline into your own personal high-signal dashboard based on where you've put your money.
Okay, on to superpower number 2. This one is all about getting stuff done. There's this module called Flock Commander, and it basically transforms social media from a place where you just talk into a place where you can coordinate real collective action. It even gamifies it. And check this out. You can get real-time price alerts popping up right in your feed, which is a great way to start a conversation. You can even launch these missions using apps like Telegram to get everyone organized for a community vote or a marketing push. But the best part, I think, is that you earn merits for actually contributing. You build a reputation based on what you do, which is so much more meaningful than just a follower count. All right, superpower number 3. And honestly, this one might just be the biggest game changer of them all. It's called token-weighted views, and it completely flips the script on how influence actually works. Okay, so take a look at a typical poll. It's one person, one vote. Pretty standard. And the result here is super close, 55 to 45. But does that really tell the whole story? Does that result actually reflect what the community's most invested members, the true stakeholders, actually want? And that's where the magic happens. With token weighting, the poll can actually give more weight to the votes of people who provably hold more of the project's tokens. All of a sudden, the voices of people with genuine skin in the game get amplified. It makes sure that the big decisions are being driven by the actual community, not just by bots or casual passersby. This whole thing brings up another one of those huge questions that's been bugging the internet forever. We all post stuff, right? We create content. But what is any of it really worth? Like in actual dollars and cents?
Well, what's cool here is you don't have to guess anymore. Quack.Space actually calculates a transparent post value for you. It takes the guesswork out and makes the value of your content something you can actually see and measure. And it's not just some made-up number either. It's calculated from real financial activity. It looks at things like tips people send you, the value of all that token-weighted engagement, and even tiny airdrops that people can send to replies they think are really good. It's like, for the first time ever, you can see the real economic value of a post right there in black and white.
So let's pull back for a second and look at the big picture. When you add all these pieces up, the filtering, the coordination, the weighted voice, you start to realize this isn't just another social media app. This is a whole new blueprint for what influence even means.
What we're really talking about here is a fundamental shift. We're moving away from a world where reputation is built on the shaky, flimsy ground of likes and follows, and we're moving towards a future where reputation is built on something solid, something concrete, provable, verifiable stake. It's a jump from subjective popularity contests to objective credibility.
And that brings us to the final big question to leave you with. Once your wallet and your voice become one, once they are totally linked, what does being influential even mean then? That's a question we might all have to answer sooner than we think.